What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Centerstrain01, and we have a special video for you today. Now, if you would like to see the developer walkthrough of this mission number 1 lockdown without commentary, without me letting you know what my walkthrough is going to be like, then please go check out the other video that I have on my channel of this walkthrough so you can actually take a look at that, you can hear all the sounds, and you can see everything that's going on. What this video is going to be doing for you guys, this is going to be my kind of brief explanation on my plans for the actual walkthrough itself, what I want to do, and of course I want to let you guys know this so I can get some feedback from you. Some things might change, whatever. I have a kind of a certain way that I think I want to go about doing this walkthrough, but I want to know from you guys because this is not only my channel, but it's our channel. So your input is very much considered when I go through and play this game. So here's my initial thoughts. I would like to do 2 separate walkthroughs for this game. Okay, the reason being is because of the sheer number of possibilities that you have with modifications, customization, and just different things that you can change around the game itself. So because of this, I think that this game deserves 2 separate walkthroughs. Let me explain. One walkthrough will be on the hardest difficulty mode right out of the bat. So I believe it's called Master, if I've read and stuff correctly. So you've got like your easy, your normal, and your hard, where I believe the hard difficulty is set to kind of master. Now this means I would set the game to master difficulty and I would go. Now when I would go through this walkthrough, I wouldn't necessarily be getting 100% loot, okay? But I would be going through showing you whatever route that I just want to take, trying to complete my objectives. Now of course it'll be a non-lethal walkthrough, so I won't be taking anyone out, and if I do have to knock someone out, it'll be because I can't get by them or I can't find a way, and it's there to progress the story. Now the reason I want to do this master kind of blind through walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, is because I want to be able to use some of the new abilities that you have. This is 2014. This is a new Thief game. This is this developer's kind of interpretation of how they see the new Thief series, the way that they want to go about doing it for the future. And because of this, I don't want to just take away all the new things that the developer gives you, the new toys, the new things like that. So if I do this master walkthrough, it's going to be perfect stealth, 100% stealth, no cots, no nothing like that, of course, just like how you guys expect it, but no customization. Okay, so everything will be left normal except for the difficulty, which will be on master. So you'll get to see the focus abilities, you'll get to see me finding out where certain things are so I can make the most out of the game. Not really hand guiding me through because we're going to be doing it on master difficulty, but a walkthrough that the developers say, hey, you should try, if you want a good challenge without modifying anything, then this is the master difficulty. So that is going to be one walkthrough. That'll be kind of the one that I would be able to get out to the quickest. Okay. Now the second walkthrough would be an uber, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to think about completing this walkthrough. There's a mode in the game, okay, when you go into customization, you can set it to master, and then you can further customize all the little minute details. Like you can take off the focus, you can take off, different things like being caught by dogs, different stuff like that. So one of them that you can actually kind of modify is called Iron Man. Now in Iron Man, okay, that means if you die in the game, you die. That means it's game over. So if, let's say I was going through the level and I had Iron Man on and all of a sudden I died because I made a stupid mistake and went out when I shouldn't have and I died just like that, I would have to start back at the complete beginning of the game. There is no start back at your last save. There is no do this, do that. It's completely Iron Man, you die, that's it. Okay, that's just one of the many modifiers. Okay, the second hardest modifier that you can add on there is the alert modifier, which means that if a dog spots you or if a guard gets alerted, now keep in mind that this is alerted, maybe not suspicious, but actual alerted. What this means is the game will be over. It's just like you're dying. So tack on Iron Man, which means if you die, you're done. And then tack on alert mode. If you get an alert, you're done. So it's like, okay, you can't die and you can't be alerted. So that's kind of like Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence that we did the walkthrough of, where it was, if there was an alert, game over. So those are just 2 of the modifiers. Now the other modifiers are harder pick locking, no focus, and just millions of different little modifiers that change the actual outcome of the game and how you're actually able to play it. Like, see these things that you see with the focus meter and like kind of button prompts, and the HUD will be gone and you'll move slower. There's just so many different customization options that you can actually do. So again, my plan is to do, unless no one changes my mind, or unless, you know, maybe you guys have a better option for me to do, is I want to give those hardcore Thief fans really something to watch on my channel, for those of you that maybe want to learn how to do it. Now, I've actually watched a video of one of the developers saying that they put all of the modifiers on. So they had it on master difficulty, and they had every single modifier on, which means it's the hardest the game could possibly be, and no one has been able to actually complete it that way. God willing, I would like to be the first. So that was my motivation and my goal, saying, I don't like it when people say no one has done something, it can't be done. I'm against that, so I want to make it happen. Okay, so because of the sheer calculation, the sheer difficulty of what that entails, that walkthrough will be a much slower walkthrough. Okay, but what that means is that walkthrough for the master customization, all modifiers on, no alarms, no alerts, no nothing like that. It would also mean all loot, finding all the loot in the game, or is at least to the point that it actually lets me do, because there's modifications for that too. So you have to kind of once we get into the walkthrough itself, we'll be able to look at all the modifications that you can actually do. But it would be trying to find as much loot as possible. Okay, going the specific route, you know, like say if you look here on screen, you can see that there's this route, and there's also a door that you could picklock it at the bottom there where that guard was inside the house. So there's different routes that we can take, and of course it's just me picking what I feel the best route would be in order to stay stealthy without taking anyone out. So the other modifiers that you can do are, you can't knock out anyone, which means you don't touch a single person in the game. Now you can get up close to them and maybe grab some of their loot, but you cannot get up and actually touch anyone. So that itself is another really difficult task, because in my regular master walkthrough, I might have to actually take out an enemy to try to figure out how to get by them, just to make things a little bit easier. Whereas in the Supreme Master walkthrough, that I won't even do that. So what you're getting is, if you want to say watch it for the story, then you would watch my Master walkthrough. Okay, just the regular based Master difficulty level walkthrough. And if you want it for the sheer challenge of having all the modifiers on and getting the most points, trying to be at the very top of the leaderboard, that's, you know, obviously my goal for that walkthrough. So these are just some of the thoughts that I actually have for this game. As you can see, this mission here is actually it's either being played on the PC or it's being played on the Xbox One. The reason being is because you just saw that it has an Xbox controller.
If I had a lady like his upstairs,
I doubt it's actually playing on the 360, because it just looks too amazing to be on the 360. But I'm really excited for this walkthrough. I'm so excited to get into it. I feel that this is going to be the walkthrough that will really challenge, for one, how much patience I have as a gamer, and just give me an overall feeling of accomplishment. Because could you just imagine having all those modifiers on, you know, the ability, you can't die throughout the whole thing, even if one tiny slip up will mess you up. I mean, it's kind of like this. It's like, okay, you can obviously save after every mission, but let's say you're going through something and you get to a certain point and you're like, all right, I'm going to go. So you take that chance and you go, but it makes you die within a second. That's it. You know, there's no hitting that pause button super fast and restarting the mission before it gets to that point. So I can see how much of a challenge that's going to be. And I might even be setting myself up for failure. I might not even be able to accomplish this. Okay, I know my limitations. I know what I need to do and I know what I don't need to do. But who would I to be if the stealth gamer didn't at least give it a shot and say he's going to try 110% to complete it the way that it needs to be? So those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. And of course, the game is going to be shipping next week, as of this part right here, is when I'm actually putting out this video. So again, the daunting task of master with all customization options is going to take a significant amount of time longer, just because of the fact of everything that I have to do in the mission. I have to do so much more. I have to be so much more stealthier, even in the master. The master walkthrough, you're still going to see me perfect stealth, okay? But you're not going to see me waiting around for like 10 minutes, you know, for that perfect opportunity to get by a guard. You're going to see me try to find the most clever way to get around. So some things might be the same between the master difficulty and the customization one, but obviously the customizable one's going to be, you know, just loads and loads. And you get points. So like if you turn off the focus meter, you get like maybe 50 points of a modifier. So that's going to give you more points on the leaderboards, which is why I'm saying that I want to be at the top of those leaderboards. Maybe it's, I'm not really sure if it's a per mission leaderboard or if it's an overall game kind of a leaderboard. So we're going to find, it's probably per mission, since you have the stat screens at the end of each mission. So really excited to see how we can get into this, because just take this for this little example right here. So if you're doing the customization walkthrough, okay, you need to get down here and you need to get into this safe, okay, that's behind the painting, as you can see right there on the right. Now, which means that we're going to have to distract this guard, but we cannot take him out. Whereas you see in this walkthrough, the developer decides to take him out, which gives you all the time in the world to get into the actual safe. However, you know, we're not going to be able to do that. Now, we'll probably do that on master. We'll probably do it just like this on master, because it's going to save time and we're still going to be completely stealthy. But it's just the amount of options that we have, and I want to give you guys the absolute best walkthroughs that you can see. So for those of you more casual players that want to see the story, that want to enjoy, have a good time with good commentary, watch the master walkthrough. Okay, I want you all to watch both. My whole goal is to get you guys to watch both. It's all going to be stealthy. That's not going to change. Okay, so it's not like the master is not going to have 100% perfect stealth. Of course, I know I'm beating a dead horse when I say this. It's just that the modifiers just add on to that already master stealth walkthrough that I'm going to be doing. So because of this, I really want to get the most out of the game as possible, and I really feel that the modifications and the customization options that you can do lend itself to that. And because of that, it's going to challenge me to be a better player. It's going to challenge me to have more patience and hopefully not want to throw the controller, you know, and stuff like that. But the other thing is, I haven't decided on what platform that I want to do this walkthrough on. Okay, as of right now, the platform that I'm leaning towards is PC. The reason I'm leaning towards this on PC is because, for one, I'll be able to get the game the earliest, because you can get it at midnight on the 25th in the morning, or the midnight of the 24th, whatever you want to call it. The morning of the 25th, I would be able to download it and start, okay, and get my hands on it and get those videos out to you guys as soon as possible. And of course, it's the PC version, so that's always going to be the ultimate version. But the PS4 version looks really, really good as well. And the reason that I'm leaning towards that one a little bit too is because that we have the DualShock controller, okay, the touchpad, being able to use the touchpad in different ways. I even think I heard something about, like, when you're taking out candles, you can actually like blow like near the controller or something like that, and it'll actually blow out the candle in front of you and kind of stuff like that. So that's obviously another option that I want to do. Anything that's going to make me more immersed into the actual gameplay itself is something that I want to do. So what are your thoughts? Okay, so I got a bunch of questions to ask you guys, so I hope to see a lot of comments from you guys. I hope to see a lot of likes as well. Favorite this video, so that way everyone on my channel and everyone out there in YouTube land can actually take a peek at this and say, hey, this is a guy who's planning on doing this game the way that it's supposed to be made. All right, I don't want us to be selfish. I want to try to get these videos out to the entire world, because everyone needs to see how these games are supposed to be played. I'm tired of watching, and I'm going to do some name calling here, okay? Because I get so upset at this. I'm tired of watching people like Rajman Gaming HD, whatever he is, and what's that other one? Hassan Najahari, Rad Brad, all those guys out there, Ghost Robo, that just get shit out quickly and they don't do the freaking shit justice. All right, this is $60 that you're spending. Okay, this is everyone out there's hard-earned money, and it demands to be played the way that it's supposed to. Okay, if you're going to show it to other people, you need to play it the way the game is meant to be played. And I'm a firm believer in that. So, I don't like to usually drop names or things like that, but come on, YouTube community, we really got to pick it up here, and we really got to, instead of trying to get the quickest videos out there, we have to focus on what is going to, we're not here, okay, to necessarily make money. Of course, it is a good way to make money, but we're here to show the consumer, okay, the people out there watching the video, if they want to pick it up, to show them, hey, you pick this up, it's going to be amazing. The reason it's amazing is because you can do this, it's because you can do that. These kind of things are the things that I look at when I want to watch somebody play a game, and when I don't see it, it just pisses me off. Okay, it's just like, all right, you didn't respect the game enough, you just got it and were like, oh, I'm gonna make millions of dollars off of this and I don't give a shit. I can't do that, and I refuse to be that kind of a walkthrough still. And hopefully, when we get more and more subscribers, I can open some more minds to how games are actually supposed to be played. And even the action games, when you just go out there and you have fun, there's still a certain way to do it. It's not being obnoxious and yelling after every sentence and cussing up a storm. It's about giving the entertainment value. It's about giving the audience something fun to watch, but at the same time being respectful to everybody that you're watching. A few jokes here and there, something that just gets people excited to watch the next video. So as you can see here, we are about done with this actual mission, which just looks absolutely amazing. I love the detail in the rain and stuff. But again, let me know. I've discussed a lot of things in this video, and I just wanted to know what you guys thought on every single one of those. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my plans for Thief. Let me know if you guys like it. Also, don't forget to comment, subscribe, leave a like, share this video, as it really does help the channel out a lot. So I want to pause this right here just for a second. Now, as you can see, this is obviously, well, let me get to make sure everything is picked up. Okay, so this is the end of the actual kind of mission, what you get to see. So you get, I guess, a different kind of name for however you went through it. So this guy who did it, he did it in my eyes, he did it completely stealthy. Like, I never really felt that he ever got caught. Like, I know it says times detected was 1, but he possibly could have got caught by a dog or something like that. I don't know how that works. But he was an opportunist. He performed using the environment to his advantage over all other means. Ghost, he did take a few soldiers out, so I guess that's why Predator was on there. So I guess even if you're just knocking soldiers out, you're going to get the Predator. So Thieving Challenges, this I'm guessing is something that I will probably be doing on the master customization walkthrough. As you can see, there is a thing that says lift all loot items, and he only got 21%, and you saw how long that took. So imagine, this master customization walkthrough with all the modifiers, and you got to lift all of the loot items. You have to go here, you have to go there. I'd imagine each mission could take up to 40 to 50 minutes. And this is another reason why it's going to be a much slower paced walkthrough. So again, I do plan on doing the regular master stealth walkthrough, just like you've been seeing with the Thief walkthrough that I'm doing now. So it's just, I want to add a little bit more challenge to that. The more challenge you can get, the better. And I don't want to do just the modified walkthrough, because then I'm missing out on the opportunity of enjoying the game the way the developers meant for the game to be enjoyed. Because if I play it like old classic Thief games, then I'm not getting the focus meter, I'm not getting some of that extra stuff that 2014 has granted us. And I want to enjoy every part of the game, not just the old-fashioned part, but the newer, kind of more different takes on the Thief franchise in general. So you can see there's 4 collectibles in the mission. Stealing gold, loot found. There's 60 things of loot that you can find throughout this mission. And again, in that hardcore one, it's going to be like all of them. Now, let's say, for instance, I'm not able to do the 100% customization. There might be, if I find that I start to do it and it's just way too difficult, I might like take a few of the modifiers down. A few of those modifiers, you know, could be this or that. It could be whatever it is, something that will make it just a little bit, not necessarily easier, but still adding a lot of challenge, but just something that'll make it completable. You know, if no one has done it, even in the developers, this is going to be a challenge. And of course, I'm up to it. I'm going to try. And I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know. So it says that he raised suspicion 5 times. Now, I don't think that's actually being caught or anything like that, but he did fail a lock-picking little part, and one of the guards came over, so I know that that's 1 time suspicions were raised, and it said it was detected once as well. Maybe that was the same thing. I'm not really sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this was kind of like just me going through and explaining what I plan to do for this walkthrough. Leave me those comments below. I want to see a lot of comments. I want to see a lot of likes. Share this video. I want everyone out there on YouTube to know about this video right here, to know what they can expect so they know where to be on midnight of the 25th. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Peace out, bitches.